Taiwan's epidemic prevention measures will be less stringent tomorrow when 4 new COVID measures come into effect. People who have come into contact with COVID patients will no longer need to isolate themselves anymore. Moreover, there will no longer be any government requirements for people to be triple-vaxxed, and there'll be no more temperature taking in public venues. A doctor says the government is moving in the right direction, despite the higher risks that come with the easing of restrictions.
A new chapter of epidemic prevention will open for Taiwan on Monday as the government relaxes COVID restrictions.
确诊者同住家人如果没有打满3剂疫苗的话
Family members who have not had 3 doses of vaccine and are living with an infected person must isolate at home under the 3+4 format. But starting tomorrow, this measure will be lifted, which means the days of isolating at home under the 3+4 format and eating instant noodles and snacks will officially be part of history.
Isolation at home for those who've come into contact with an infected person has been an effective measure against the spread of COVID since the beginning of the outbreak. But the CECC has now concluded that given the mild symptoms of the Omicron variant, starting Monday, all people who've come into contact with an infected person will be under the 0+7 format, which means no isolation period and 7 days of self-health management. However, infected people are still required to isolate themselves for a week. Another COVID measure that will be lifted on Monday is body temperature checks at public places. They will no longer be required. However, the absence of a thermometer at the front door may be something that's hard to get used to.
I'm a little worried. Some COVID cases will see people having a fever. Taking temperatures is probably not the most effective method. We'll slowly open up as we follow the government's pace of opening up. For the time being, we will leave the thermometers there so that people can have peace of mind. They can take their temperature if they want, and there's an alcohol dispenser next to the thermometer so they can disinfect their hands.
The 4 relaxed measures will be implemented on Monday. In addition to the lifting of isolation rules for close contacts of COVID patients, ending mandatory temperature checks and introducing the 7+0 format, another measure will see gyms and religious activities no longer require participants to be triple-vaxxed. Now, the question on many people's minds is, with all these measures lifted, won't the virus make a comeback?
虽然风险会增加一些
Although the risk will be higher, if people can keep wearing their masks and wash their hands frequently, they don't have to worry too much. The government should continue to open up. Taiwan's pace of opening up has been a lot slower than that of other countries.
It is clear that the central government has made the necessary assessments and reached the conclusion that the risks are within its control. It's easing COVID measures so that the public can return to pre-pandemic life.